everyone. So you may have heard that Luke and I spent 11 days trekking to Annapurna Base Camp in Nepal with Intrepid Travel. And today I'm going to break down day one of that trip. So day one with Intrepid Travel's itinerary took us from Pokhara to Nayapur, Nayapur up to Uliri, which is where our tea house accommodation was for the night. So to start, on day one we were in Pokhara. We got taken from our hotel there to Nayapur via bus. When we arrived in Nayapur, then our porters were busy getting our night bags strapped together the correct way. Our night bags could only hold a maximum of 10 kgs. That is to protect the porters, making sure that they have good health and safety conditions. 10 kgs was actually way too much. I think my bag weighed a maximum of 6 kgs. You really don't need as much as you think that you do for a trekking trip like this. Some people bought some snacks from local shops, used the toilet, and then we hit the road. The trek from Nayapur to lunch was mainly gravel or paved road. It was primarily flat with a few gradual inclines. We did have to stop once because our guides needed to make sure that our permits got checked by the authorities, the correct permit checking people. After that, we stopped for lunch at Sanam restaurant. Now, all of our meals were not included in the trekking package with Intrepid, so that's something that you will have to budget for. But we found that the food was pretty affordable, and it was always delicious. The portions were huge. On day one, Luke enjoyed the national dish of Nepal, dal bhat, and I enjoyed some vegetarian fried noodles. It was delicious. Then after lunch, we got busy and hit the trail. Day one, the sun was absolutely searing. There was little to no shade, and it was so hot, like severely hot on the trail. We went through liter after liter after liter of water. Luckily, there are little shops along the way where you can buy bottles of water, or we had water purification tablets. You can get free tap water and then add your water purification tablets, which is also better for the planet because less plastic bottles. So terrain after lunch was mostly loose gravel, gradual uphill, and then it quickly turned to steep stone steps as we entered into the town of Uliri, which is where we stayed at our tea house for the night called Kamala Guest House. These are little locally owned accommodations, and it's the only kind of accommodation that's available throughout the trek. When we arrived, we ordered our dinners immediately because everything's made fresh to order, so it can take a little while to cook. While our dinners were cooking, we checked into our rooms, and we were really lucky. Because it was so early in the trekking season, we actually all got our own double rooms, and our rooms came with ensuite bathrooms, which was a luxury. On top of having ensuite bathrooms, the showers were hot, which again was another luxury. So we all took hot showers, and then we spent a chunk of the night just playing Uno. Hot tip, if you are going trekking on a multi-day hike like this, I highly suggest you bring a deck of playing cards or Uno, something that's small, doesn't take up room or weight in your bag, but will keep you entertained at night, because a lot of places don't have Wi-Fi and there's really nothing else to do. Every night our guide, Chandra, walked us through what we would be doing the next day, the kind of elevation, where we would stop for tea breaks, where we would be stopping for lunch. That way we already had an idea of what the next day would entail. So we started to affectionately call it map time when Chandra would pull out his map and walk us through the day ahead. After map time, we all went to bed. Nights are early on the trek because you are tired. You've been hiking for 7 days. It was super hot. So you've had a hot shower, you've had a big meal. No one's staying up late. It's also not advised to drink alcohol on the trek because you are dealing with high elevation, and that can only worsen your altitude sickness. So no one's partying, everyone's tired. As soon as you've kind of eaten and showered and played a couple games of cards, everyone's pretty much ready for bed by like 8 or 9. I mean, I don't think there was a night on the trail that we stayed up past 9 or 9:30. So that's it. That's day one of our 11-day trek with Intrepid Travel to Annapurna Base Camp. We're going to be doing day-by-day breakdowns of the entire trek, so make sure that you're subscribed so that you get notified when new videos uploaded. Follow along on Instagram for video content at Silly Little Kiwi, and make sure that you check out my blog because I'll be doing in-depth posts breaking down what to pack, how to budget, all the good stuff.